everyone, I hope you've all had a lovely and restful half-term break. We are now into our second half of the term, our autumn term 2, with a new topic. This topic is Will You Read Me a Story? We will be looking at some of our key texts of traditional tales, which are Goldilocks and the Three Bears and The Gingerbread Man, before moving on to, for the last few weeks, all things Christmas. And our texts for our Christmas weeks are Dear Santa and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So for this term, our communication and language development, we will be supporting the children and developing their understanding of using longer sentences and being able to tell a longer story, which will be used via the text we're using. So our key texts, we do read several times throughout the week. So this helps the children to remember the story. They are then able to use a longer sentence to describe that story, as they are able to remember it easier as we do read it lots throughout the week. And obviously reading lots of stories encourages lots of new vocabulary as well. For our maths this term, we will be looking at prepositions such as in, on, under and next to, as well as our careful counting, which we call it in nursery. So we're just taking that little step back and we're counting slowly and accurately, so that we're not counting too quickly and we're missing items or steps. For instance, if we're counting our steps or jumps, we're just counting slowly and accurately. With prepositions, we will be using that to describe routes that we take. So for instance, when we go on our welly walks across to the field, the children have the understanding that we walk through the main playground and the forest school gate is next to the trees. We have to walk under the trees to reach that gate, for instance. So that is what we will be looking at in our maths this term. For our expressive arts and designs, the children will be using materials and deciding what they can make with them, which links nicely to our understanding the world this term, where we are exploring how things work and using all of our senses in exploring natural materials. So we will be out on the field and through our forest school lots this term as we're exploring out there and the materials. So we'll be finding things like acorns, conkers, leaves, having a look at what changes we notice with the trees. Are they changing colour? And then we do like to bring lots of these things back into nursery. The children love creating some amazing artwork, or they like to put it in a tray and then they use the magnifying glasses to explore what they have found, which is lovely. That also links to our physical development. Our PE sessions this term will remain on as a Thursday. We will be doing lots of things outside. The PE team have some lovely activities planned for us, lots of scavenger hunts, things we're looking for, which again is helping the children to develop their different ways of moving. Sometimes if there is a branch low or a bush, we need to crouch down to get through it. There is a stump on the ground that we need to step over or walk next to. We need to walk around it. So all the things that the children have learned about moving, different ways of moving our bodies last term, we're putting into practice this term on a bigger scale as we're running and jumping and exploring our outside grounds. For our personal and social and emotional development this term, it is about, are we able to use our imagination and pretend? So again, that's retelling and reacting the stories that we've used. So we've got lots of story stacks, and in our small world area there'll be lots of props and things, masks and characters from our stories. So can the children retell that story? Can they reenact it? Which is also a really nice way to help them build their confidence for themselves, with their peers and with the adults alike. And it also helps them develop an understanding and how to deal with rivalries and conflicts. So for instance, we can't all be Goldilocks at the same time. Unfortunately, there is only one Goldilocks in the small world and only one in the reading area, for instance. So the children need to understand that we have to wait patiently for our turn. we do take it in turns to share things. Unfortunately, we can't all be Baby Bear at the same time, so it's just a lovely way for the children to develop that for themselves, their understanding, and as I said, to help with their own conflicts and rivalries. Are they able to use what we've learned and practice throughout preschool? That we wait patiently, we will ask for our turn, and we will wait to be next. I think that is it from me. There will be lots of lovely activities. If you would like to know more information or you have any questions, do please come and speak to any member of the preschool team. Just a side note, as we are doing lots of activities outside this term, and all the time really, we use our outside area just as much as we do our inside area. So if you do have wellies at home, or a waterproof coat or a puddle suit, if you could please bring those in. We're happy for you to have them back at the end of the day, or if you'd like to keep them at school for the week and we'll return those at the end of the week for the weekend, that is absolutely fine. But if you could bring those in, we would be very, very appreciative of those. And a change of clothes. We do get a bit messy and a bit soggy sometimes at nursery, but that just means we're having lots of fun and we are learning lots and lots. So thank you, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday. Bye.